I am on day, let me see, Monday. Anyway, I'm on my first fuel pull day on our fuel cycle. And this is just one of those days where you are just hungry all day. I had a secret big boy for breakfast. I had a really nice, big tossed mixed green salad with some spinach and some chicken breast, and I put really good couple of healthy shakes of nutritional yeast just for some kind of cheesy like flavor, and then I tossed that with some red wine vinegar. No oils, because we want to keep this really low fat. And what I did for dinner was I took some pork loin that had been cut into stew beef size, and I covered that in a shallow dish with, let me show you here, some Bragg's liquid aminos. This tastes a lot like soy sauce, and so I did that with some garlic powder and onion powder, and then I took a teaspoon of sesame oil. And I got that really nice and hot, and I browned, I'm trying to get a piece out so I can show you, I browned a piece of this pork in that and let that get good and crispy on the outside, and put a little bit of salt in there. And then what I did was, because we're still keeping this ultra low fat and low carb, what I did was I chopped up, you can see it in here, I chopped up about 3/4 of a head of cabbage, and I dropped that on top, let it steam for a few minutes while the pork still got nice and crisp, and then I put about a cup of water in it, sprinkled the top again with some good high mineral salt. I used pink salt, and garlic and onion. Sorry, brain fog here. So anyway, I have got a really filling, very, very tasty. It's going to taste similar to what you might get at a Chinese restaurant. Just because of the teaspoon of oil, it's not too much fat. It's going to keep it in fuel pull, and I'm steaming the cabbage rather than frying that cabbage. And so at the very end, when all of that water is cooked out, I will let it brown a little bit in the bottom of that pan, because it's a good non-stick copper pan. And I'll have a great fuel pull dinner. So anyway, just a really good idea for you guys. Hopefully that'll be something that'll help you in your journey, especially when you're looking for a fuel pull or like a nice neutral, not too high on the fat, not too high on the carbs. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and remember, this is the food that we need for live, but Jesus is what we need for our life.